Rightio. Welcome back. Got a Honda Insight in today. Braden's. He's gonna wrap it. So what colour wrap you gonna do, Braden?
Dragon's blood. Dragon's blood red.
Oh yeah. So it should look pretty good.
Yep.
At the moment we're doing prep work. There's a bit of panel damage. I'll run you through that in a sec. But yeah, we need to get it all cleaned up first. We'll buff off all the paint and bits and pieces where it's been brushing poles and whatever, and get cracking. All right, probably the biggest dent's just this one here, so it's not too bad. We're going to use the glue pull method to pull most of that out, and then just finesse it a bit. Maybe have to put a little bit of filler in it if required, but you can see all the paint marks on it, so we're going to buff that off once it's all washed. And then we've got raw plastic. It's had a few scratches here and there, so we'll treat that. We'll use plastic primer, and then might have to put some body filler in a couple of little bits. They're pretty deep scratches, so otherwise the high build primer will take care of that. Other than that, the rest of the front of the car's not too bad, just the bumper on the sides, a few marks on the mirror. It's not too bad though, so we might be able to clean that up a bit. And then this door, a few marks, and going onto the rear quarter, there's a few dents there. So I don't know if it was just a trolleys or zero car park dents or whatever. So rear bumper, a bit of paint, so we'll tidy that up. But as you can see, we're back to plastic in a few spots, so we'll fix that up. We've got these pretty heavy dents here. That's probably going to need a bit of filler in them. And then on top of the bumper, a few dents here. So we'll try and straighten out what we can. Anything else is going to have to get a bit of filler. So other than that, the rest of the car's not too bad. There's a few scratches here and there, but they're actually not that deep. So there's a little dent here. So we'll just address the majority of it, and we'll give you an indication as to what you can do with wrap. It doesn't have to be a 100% perfect finish. This is going to be a high gloss finish, so we need to make sure it's good. It will show any dents below it. Righto, repairs are done. All undercoated. So the worst of it really is just the bumper. A few points that just, without the new bumper skin, it's just not going to be perfect, but significantly better. So a lot of these little spots will be covered by the primer. So, continuation. It's been a few weeks now since we did the repairs on Braden's car. So we've got these edges here that need to be sanded smooth so that there's no edge. At the moment there's a defined edge there. You will see that through the wrap. Now one thing too is that we need to make sure that all these little nooks and crannies are clean, because we need to tuck the wrap in there. So fuel filler is obviously one of them. In and around all the tail lights and the doors. We need to clean all of that. And the roof rail gutter, that's chock-a-block full of gunk. And obviously that will end up on your wrap if you're trying to wrap with this open and you haven't cleaned it. So he has clay barred, but it hasn't come down far enough because the roof rail was in, and that all needs to be lifted and cleaned up, because it needs to come down to this line. That's where the rubber itself sits when my fingernail's running, so we need to go below that so that we don't have a exposed section of silver, because with the dark red that's going, it's going to stand out. So this car too has the turret line coming off the rear quarter and the sill. So we're going to try and one piece that whole section. The other things you need to make sure is the insides of the bonnet and up the pillar. You need to fold that in. They all need to be clean, all those inside edges and the underside of the bonnet. So I've got this masked up. I'm going to start blocking this back and we'll see how it looks once the wrap's on it. See the defined line where the paint is. So we need to make sure that's sanded smooth. Okay, got the first guard wrapped. As you can see, those repairs have come out pretty bloody good. A couple of little minor waves. Body lines line up. Looks 100 times better. Pretty easy fixes.